Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Dez. I'm here with my buddy Justin and my brother Jarrett. What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's going on, Dez?
Doing all right here, and we all are here to congregate once again for an annual review of Star Wars. In this case, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. It's only been in theaters a couple of weeks. I've now seen the movie 3 times. Jarrett and Justin we all actually just saw it. This is their second time, so
Yeah, I've now seen this movie the second time, so I can properly discuss.
yeah. So we just want to get a couple of bullet points out there, hit you with that. Hope you like it, but right now we're just going to go ahead and take off. Okay, so our first topic, I'm going to go ahead and hand this one off to Jarrett. I guess in a short summary of sorts, how did you feel about the movie?
It was interesting in a way that, I don't know, there's a lot of plot points that kind of didn't make sense, but at the same time, there were some pretty good moments that, kind of kept me hanging in there. But I didn't like the Palpatine reveal at the end. I thought that was a little forced. I thought a lot of things like the Rey-Finn romance, they kind of dropped the ball with that. They didn't really pursue that or continue with that. A lot of things, really. So, I don't know. I'm still taking it in since it's only my second viewing. So maybe a third viewing would give me more clarity, but as for right now, it's just everything's still like kind of muddy.
Okay, well,
kind of puzzling.
Well, so I guess you can finish that off. Did you like the movie? Now that you've seen it just the second time, do you still like it, or did you like it the first time? And if so, do you like it more this time or less?
I liked it more the first watch, and then when I got out of the theater and started hearing other people's opinions, it made me second guess myself. On this watch, I went into it a little more judgy. So now I'm watching, I'm like looking for mistakes. I'm kind of like, I have like an extra lens on.
Right.
So maybe the third watch is like, third time is the best try. Maybe the third watch I'll just have perfect clarity and be able to digest it in a different way. But right now I'm still like 50-50 on it, honestly.
Okay. All right, Justin. So I'd like to ask you the same question. How did you feel about The Rise of Skywalker now that you've seen it for the second time?
How did I feel about this movie? This movie had a difficult job to start with because it had to land a ship that didn't really have a lot of continuity between the first and second parts to me. So it had a lot of decisions that had to be made for the movie, and I think that it was directed and landed firmly into kind of the cookie cutter Disney mold. Right? It was what you wanted. If what you wanted was nostalgia and happiness, right? It had drama. It had stakes, but then some of those things were undercut in ways that, kind of really took the bite out of some of the moments that they tried to create. Right. And there was an aspect of the movie that felt kind of forced in a way that wasn't in classic Star Wars, indecision. In this movie, they undercut some of that tension very, very quickly after establishing some of the tragedy. They do it multiple times.
Okay.
So they just move on to one like tragedy to the next like very quickly.
But they resolve the tragedy in a way that takes some of the bite out of it, right? So to talk specifically, they blow up the tranship that has Chewbacca on.
All right.
And then 2 scenes later, they show you Chewbacca with Kylo Ren. Supposed to be dead, right? The weight of this is undercut. You want to take him out? Cool. C-3PO, it's gone. And take this out. R2-D2 just reboots it, right?
All right. So basically, because of the Disney mold, and I guess they sort of cater towards children, young kids, that they sort of can't go against their very nature in order for the story to go where it should. Is that what you think? You guys all agree with that concept?
I mean, that's kind of my biggest problem with the movie is that at the end of the day, they prove it to be a children's movie, right? Everyone at the end lives happily ever after, right? There's no, they don't even be, and that's how the original Star Wars was. But again, to me, there felt like more of a threat or a menace with not knowing how things were going to go.
At no point in the movie did I ever truly feel worried. Like, oh man, I don't think he's gonna make it through this one. It's like, no, yeah, I think he's gonna make it through this one.
Like,
I thought Chewbacca was dead. They got me.
I thought he was dead at first too. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't want him to die. I was a little annoyed about that. But at the same time, the way I watch movies, I say to myself, if you're gonna make a decision like that, just stick to it. And because not everybody lives, not everybody makes it out. I mean, going back to the original trilogy, you remember Han Solo's character. Harrison Ford thought he should have been killed off with the Cloud City situation.
Han Solo definitely didn't make it out.
I suppose nobody did, right? I mean, Luke's gone, Leia's gone.
Yeah, Chewbacca really is. But again, that's why it felt so real, right? Everyone from the original trilogy is gone.
All I'm saying is, at some point, I don't know how they could have done it or made it happen. All three of them should have been on the same screen at the same time. Mm-hmm. They dropped the ball at that one.
Definitely dropped the ball with that. Especially like with, I suppose, Han and Luke. At least when Lando came, they gave me some sort of like, hey, Luke and I were, we were doing this and we were doing that.
Right.
Han seems to not have been in contact with Luke forever. You know what I mean? It was, I always thought that was odd.
I mean, Han had other things to do. Han bounced. Let's just call it what it did, right? Like, all right, well, I'm going to tell you, I just did it for your sister, so.
That's logical shit. You can't talk about that no more. It's like, yeah, I did that. So.
I see you around, Luke.
Yeah.
Back to that smuggler life. I get it. Life happens, but it's. I don't want to relitigate the older movies because we could spend this whole thing talking about the rise. The Last Jedi. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
And that's going back to the Force Awakens. They made the decision to keep him out, and for the plot of that movie, it worked okay. So. I really wish some of the things made more sense that flew together. Like there would have been opportunity to me if we were going to redo the middle to have them all three in the same scene.
Well, what are you going to do? Okay, well then the next question I want to ask, because I just want to get this one out of the way because you've seen the movie once already, so I don't have. This is not like a rude question. But what I want to know, or hopefully my viewers want to know, how do you feel about this movie in relation to the other movies within the sequel trilogy specifically, not within the whole 9, movie saga that this thing is, just within the sequel trilogy. Justin, how do you feel about The Rise of Skywalker?
To me, I thought The Rise of Skywalker was really good, especially. Well, I say really good. I thought it was good. I thought it was. I think it's definitely better than Phantom Menace. I think it's better than Attack of the Clones. But something about me I appreciated Revenge of the Sith as a movie more than I do The Rise of Skywalker. I was more connected, honestly, I was more connected to Anakin Skywalker than I am to Rey. Okay. That was, maybe that's because I knew where his story was going. Mm-hmm. I knew what was going to happen to him, and I knew that it was not going to be, good. It was going to be bad. But I really liked that movie. But I definitely think it's good. It's better than most of the sequel trilogy, of the prequel trilogy. Of the sequel trilogy,